February 23rd, 9:35, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2.
How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright?
Whoops. Frankly, there's still a lot of grey areas.
Or rather, the whole thing is one big grey area. Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate.
Okay.
I swear, she looks really young to be a chief prosecutor.
Actually, you know what? 29.
How old's the cowboy dude?
33.
Huh.
And he's 36. And she's 31.
Huh.
Huh.
That cowboy dude was like 40, he looks like it.
I thought he was younger. Like, I'll say under at least 30. Like, 25. Because, like, Edgeworth is 24 and Phoenix is the same age.
Yeah. I believe in you, sis. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice.
Yes?
A defense attorney should never believe their client. The defendant is called to trial because they suspect of wrongdoing. Never forget that.
This guy, you remind me a lot of Mia. But there's one... Let me try that again. But there is one decisive difference between you and her.
And that is?
You're not a defense attorney.
I believe it is almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright.
First trial without a Fae helping me. No one's gonna bail me out this time. I'll be alone in there. So I have to discover the truth all by myself.
Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. Why with the pink glasses?
There's an actual reason for that.
Are you gonna tell me she has one of them things where she has to wear the coloured glasses to help her eyes?
No, she doesn't have vision issues. Court is in session for... Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lina Scott.
Imagine that judge every time Phoenix walks in the room. I'm about to see him pull this out of his ass again.
Okay, let's see what crazy shit happens now this time. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor.
Edgeworth.
Get the stick out of your ass.
It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since his trial.
I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of this proceeding today, Mr. Wright. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else.
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
Was that not just his opening statement? Chief Prosecutor Lina Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot. Wow, he's more forceful than in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime.
We're not going for the death penalty here, Edgeworth.
A professional witness.
Professional?
Wouldn't that mean she's been a witness in more than one?
Probably, yeah.
Oh lord. I guess when you're selling bento boxes, you must see a lot of crimes in the shady places you go to.
Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Star, to the stand.
Cough up, Queen. Haven't I seen you somewhere?
Your order,
That's me.
Sorry.
I got a lot of people to voice here now. You ordered the caviar lunch, right? Oh, caviar. Never eaten caviar before. Oh shit, I'm allergic to caviar!
He's really one. Seriously, the judge just took it in the middle of court and started eating.
We had a parrot in here 2 months ago. The judge is really woofing it down. What the? And for you, I have Fiesta Bowl. Thanks? Sorry, you.
Will the witness state her name for the profession?
Profession.
Name and profession, sorry.
It's the same thing he asks every single time. And you, sir? Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox?
It's too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please.
Well, Your Honor, how does it taste? This is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. What the heck does pickled tapioca taste like?
Name, profession, now.
Me? The name's Angel Star. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running the lunch lane these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth?
Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us.
The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Hurry up. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime. Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said in court, I am a professional. What exactly does that mean? Thank you for asking that.
Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Star was a special investigator with the police.
Oh.
That's what that means.
Okay. So in other words, she basically beat the shit out of people until they coughed up their teeth. Gotcha.
Yep. She was a first-rate homicide detective. Well, what? Miss Star was a detective?
I know who you are. Cough up? Cough up, Queen Angel Star, Your Honor. Long time no see.
So that's what cough up means. Cough up. Oh, okay.
Cough up for confession.
Yeah, okay.
Very well, you may continue with your description, Miss Star. Just who is this lady? If I might have the court's attention over here.
Apparently she's one badass bitch.
Ah, she's got a map too, and a flashlight.
I learned this one from Detective Gumshoe.
I had to borrow it from him. The parking lot at the prosecution office is divided into 2 blocks. Block A is for prosecutors' personal, and Block B is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks. I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutor spaces, yes? The crime took place by car in the back of Block A in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness, and arrest was made on the spot. And who was this valiant witness? Why, it was me, Your Honor. Parking lot floor plans. The parking lot with Edgeworth's car. Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime? Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor. It seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Bro, Mr. Wright? I can't agree on principle, Your Honor. It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining? If you can, then give them your worst, Miss Star. Wait, are they talking about me?
She just grabs him and starts squeezing. Stop.
You mean like bear hug?
Yeah, bear hug him.
Like Zangief from Street Fighter.
I was thinking more like Kodokan from Mortal Kombat, where that's his finisher. He bear hugs the guy to the point that his head pops up and all his guts come out.
That's the most recent one?
Yeah. That was 10, I think it was. I don't know about 11, whether he still does that same thing or not, but that's what he used to do.
Okay. Witness testimony. Somehow I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. I can't tell you which boyfriend, but I know it was a boyfriend. When I sensed something, perhaps it was my finely honed detective intuitions at work. Through the wire fence, I saw a chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrusted the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend. How touching.
As you can see, there is no room for doubt.
The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman. So, how does it feel to be so utterly crushed? I am still thinking about that.
It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright.
But sadly, we can't call it a draw.
Flesh wound, you lost an arm. 'Tis but a scratch.
Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness.
Here we go.
Okay. How did you know? I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime,
Yep.
yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy.
Lunch lady's uniform opinion is duly noted.
Given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim, killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that.
Miss Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors?
I felt that I found my dream job when I... Oh, sorry, let me try that again. I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one. Laid off? She was fired? To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro, as you know, and my testimony is unbiased and flawless. Very well, you may continue. Continue, Miss Starr. Do we bring up the boyfriends here? This boyfriend. He's the detective? Whoops. Not that boyfriend, the security guard. That boyfriend. You have several? I think you would have gone with a couple first, then you would have gone several.
No, we've just gone straight to several.
Yes. This boyfriend, that boyfriend, the other boyfriend, this girlfriend.
Even you, Judge.
Get a joint?
Jesus!
The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants. I'll stick to my logistics. Also, Mrs. Judge will have my balls in a vice if I do.
Note to self, the judge had to think before replying.
The security guard's room in the lot. Blah blah blah. Let me try that again. The security guard's room is in the lot in A block. It's up on the second floor, so you can see everything from there. That would be the room with the security sign. Incidentally, did you bring your lunch boxes by car? Since I'm a visitor now, I park in B block.
No, she was in B block when she witnessed the crime.
You sent something. So you're saying you had a premonition of the murder? It felt like somehow you would say, oh yes. It was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin cock full of seeds.
Chock?
Chock full of seeds. I have no idea what that means, and neither do I. Is it just like you're predicting there's gonna be seeds in the pumpkin?
I guess.
Speaking of a detective's intuition, wasn't the victim Mr. Bruce Goodman also a detective? Yes, well, he was like a young cheese. A young cheese? A pale white cheese, not yet tangy with experience on the streets, a greenhorn. Then I must be hard for yellow heart. Oh, then I must be... Sorry, let me try that again. Then I must be hard, yellow and sharp as a tack.
You have the odor of an old cheese to match?
In any case, there is a lot I felt something stirring in the back of my mind. By garish car, you mean? Miss Edgeworth's car, yes. Mr. Edgeworth's. Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed with was also Mr. Edgeworth's, wasn't it?
Indeed it was.
What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, you are sure it was the defendant? I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I'm certain it was her. If she's telling the truth, we're doomed.
Let's just do what we can, even if we don't have any proof. We can always nitpick.
Witness, in your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you're a biased witness. You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie. Huh? Rookie? Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. I'll fry you like a fritter, crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. Also, in other words, I'm going to poison your food with food poisoning.
Jesus.
That was quite inspiring.
I believe I've heard that tagline somewhere. You could cry plagiarism.
It's elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism. I might be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are home. A photograph? You took this? The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snap, I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunchboxes is rigged with a camera. Why? I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck.
Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now?
You think I'll show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs. Well, this is most certainly the defendant. Criminal photo, the moment of the crime, photographed by Angel Star. Uh-oh. This is unmistakably Lana Sky.
So this was the defendant doing... So what was the defendant doing at the time?
Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying. Well, I say the blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife after all.
Yes, that's about right.
Prosecutors are, by nature, well versed in the locations of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set.
Is that? No, it wouldn't be, would it?
What?
That's not the Spaceballs reference, is it? When the little alien thing pops up. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey.
That was the...
Wasn't that the egg salad surprise?
Yeah, but he had a sandwich.
I swear he had... It was like...
It was an egg salad on a sandwich.
Yeah, the egg salad sandwich surprise or something like that, I'm pretty sure. I swear it had...
Yeah, because... it might have been just the egg salad. I feel like it was a sandwich. Editor, look this up.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my
Yeah, okay.
baby.
Copyright claim, be careful. You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg, I mean a person. Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor.
So the defendant was holding a knife, what then?
Tell the court why you didn't try to stop the crime. Because she was on the other side of a chain link fence. You did see her raise the knife to strike, no? The defense has a point. Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was too late. Also, I took a photo, so I managed to have enough time to do that, apparently. Too late? Yes, the next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. I see.
It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. She keeps saying that.
She's saying walk it off. But the other thing was, I thought I saw it in the autopsy report. Death due to blood lost. One knife wound, died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. You said that before. Anything else?
Scientifically speaking, Miss Star's testimony is flawless.
Sounds pretty fatal to me.
What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty?
Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panic next to me makes me calmer.
Don't smile like that.